I'd struggled with fear and anxiety for probably about 10 to 15 years of my life. And as I got older, it got to the point where it was taking over lots of different things that I did on a daily basis. Stuff like staying in class at school I really struggled with, or when I went to university, being away from home, or like going out with my friends, going on different trips, being able to stay for like a whole church service, staying in lectures, those kind of things. It just really impacted me. And what I realised was that where fear had started in one area of my life, it was now spreading into loads of different areas of my life, and it just came to a point where I was like really struggling to function on a daily basis, and so many things were holding me captive. So when I was at university, I started coming along to Equippers Church every Sunday, and I just couldn't wait to get to church. I just couldn't wait to get into the presence of God, and I just really wanted to be surrounded by godly people. I helped midweek as well at the coffee shop, and it was just so great just to be at church, just be in that place where I knew that God was ministering to me. After university, I started on the advanced program, which is an incredible year where you give a year to God, a year to serve in the church, and it completely changed my life. And as part of that year, I was able to be really vulnerable with God and with the leaders of Equippers, just about what fear I was carrying and what things that I was going through with my anxiety. One of the things that I was offered was some prayer ministry with Pastor Lavanya, and we were able to pray together. And I wasn't really sure what to expect. I thought, am I going to feel physically different? Is my mind going to feel different? Is my head going to be different? But actually, the one thing that changed was that I had hope. Hope that I wouldn't have to live with this forever. As part of the advanced program, all of the advancers were given the opportunity to go on a trip, to fly somewhere overseas, and when we got told that, I was filled with absolute dread, because flying was the one thing that was the worst thing you could ever ask me to do in terms of my anxiety. But I just really felt like God said, you've got the boldness in you to do this. Get the scriptures out. I'd take captive the fear that the enemy was speaking, and I just really declared that over my situation, that angels would be looking after me, that God would be there to prepare a way for me, they'd carry me every step of the way. So in the weeks leading up to this flight that I was about to take, I would declare these scriptures probably hundreds of times a day, just every single time I needed to. And it came to the day of getting on the flight, and I turned up to the airport and just felt this supernatural peace that you just couldn't even imagine. And throughout the whole flight, I just felt like God was right there. That was the thing, that I was free. In that moment, I just felt free. I knew that it had no longer have a hold on me in the way that it had before. And we've flown loads of times since then, and I still feel the exact same supernatural peace. So I just want to encourage you that God wants to bring freedom into your life. He loves you so much. He sends his angels to protect you. He wants to bring healing to every part of your life. Let that build faith inside of you, just like it did with me, because God wants to bring you to a whole new place of freedom.